Today we are going to talk about how you can take care the health of your knee joint, and if you have a pain in knee joint, what you can do, how you can recognize how the health of your knee joint is, and whether you need treatment for this, you don't need treatment for this, or how you can make the health of your knee joint better. Because most of the times this thing happen, you must have noticed, we ignore the health of our knee joint. What we will do, because little bit symptoms come, sometimes very small symptoms comes, which we think, okay, it's not disturbing us. So what we will do, we ignore it, and we ignore it, and we ignore it, and then what will happen? The disease will start rising, and a state will come when your knee joint will feel swollen, inflamed, painful, and it will start restricting your walking and your sitting. Many times even moving little bit movement of your knee joint, which will create problem. So we can very easily avoid these things by taking care of the knee joint. And let's see what are the methods and ways which have been described in our Ayurveda text, which will help you to make the health of knee joint better. What are the things which you need to pay attention about your knee joint so that further damage of your knee joint shouldn't happen. And even if you are thinking that your knee joint is perfectly well, because nobody can be so sure like whether your health of the knee joint is good or not good unless some pain arises. Because when pain arises, then we start thinking, okay, maybe something is bad with our knee joint. But if we are little aware how to protect our knee joints and what are the small signs and symptoms which we need to notice so that this pain doesn't get aggravated, and then we need to totally rely on these steroids, anti-inflammatory drugs, and that's lifetime. Because this knee joint pain is not something that happens just because of some external microorganisms. This is something which is manifesting inside the body and which is causing disturbance inside the body. It is not some kind of antibiotic you will take and okay, knee joint pain will go forever. It's not like that. So let's see what Ayurveda has to say about it and how you can make use of it. If you go to any Ayurveda doctor with a knee joint pain, the first thing that comes in our mind is Vata. So we all know Vata is the governing factor for equilibrium in whole universe as well as in the body. So Vata dosh becomes very important when it comes to knee joint pain, because according to Ayurveda, it's been said that as age advances, as a person goes from young age to old age, the Vata dosh inside the body, it start aggravating. It's a natural phenomena. There is no answer to this, why it start aggravating in the old age and why it start aggravating not in young age. There is no answer to it. This is how natural phenomena is. Like we are children, we grow, we become old. So this is a natural process of life. So in Ayurveda also it's been explained like this Vata dosh start aggravating as our age advances. So in old age is more prone to those diseases which are Vata related diseases. So similarly this knee joint which has pain right now, if somebody has, so it is most of the times it's because of aggravated Vata. That's been described in Ayurveda. You can also relate it with osteoarthritis, which is been mentioned in Western medicine, where you will see like that also many times when you go to a doctor, they will say, oh, these changes are age related changes, and we cannot do anything about it, because this is how your age progress, this is how life is, and these all are degeneration. This is all about degeneration that's been happening in your knee joint. Now the question comes, in few people this degeneration comes very early. Ideally this degeneration should start happening after 75 or 70 or 60, but these days we are looking like because of our lifestyle, our work schedule, our way of living, our eating habits, our stress levels, anxiety levels, angers, unpleasant situations, emotional disturbances. Many these factors play a role in these degeneration diseases, especially these even knee joint diseases also. Because most of the times what will happen, if we are not feeling within good, what we will do, we will keep sitting in one place. For example, emotionally or mentally we are disturbed, we will do nothing to make the health of your joint better. It's a natural thing because people are going through this. Most of the times people landed into depressions, and they start taking all these anti depression medicines, and ultimately what happens, their weight start increasing for no reasons, and they think, okay, why weight is increasing? Because our diet is normal, our food is normal, everything is normal, but my weight is increasing, and people don't have answer to it, because you are taking something to combat your this depression level, and that is many times the side effect of these antidepressants is weight gain. And when weight is gaining and you are not doing anything for your health of your knee joint, because knee joint has a certain capacity to bear weight, it will not bear weight after certain limits. So if you are not doing anything for your knee joint, definitely then degeneration will happen more quicker as compared to how the natural process of degeneration is. So Ayurveda has put a great emphasis on your lifestyle, what you eat, what you do, how you talk, how you handle your emotions, how you take care of your anxiety, unpleasant situations, and all these aspects which Ayurveda has paid a big attention, because they say because everything is interrelated. What is happening in our mind, it will manifest on our body, and whatever happening in our body, it will find expression on your mind.